Hi, I'm Hannah from Hope Church, Bromley Common. Today we're looking at two verses from James 1, verses 26 and 27. As I was preparing for this devotional, I was asking God, what is it you want to say to us about your heart for us? What is it these verses reveal to us about you? And almost immediately I felt God just drop two words into my heart. That is simply God cares. He cares. God cares about orphans and widows. He cares about the broken, the weary, the downcast, the needy, the heartbroken. He cares about those who have lost everything in the pandemic, those who have no sense of hope or purpose in life. He cares about those who feel like they have nothing left to live for. But here's the thing, He wants us to care about the same things that He cares about. I've been reminded a lot recently of a verse from John 5 verse 19 that ends with, "Whatever the Father does, the Son does also." Or maybe put another way, whatever the Father feels, the Son feels. Whoever the Father loves, the Son loves. Whenever the Father's heart is aching, the Son's heart is aching. God cares. About 12 years ago, I was at a vineyard church in Belfast, and the pastor said that every morning he woke up and asked the Father, "What are you doing today? Who are you wanting to reach today? Who are you wanting to help? Who are you wanting to show love to? Can I help?" I love this prayer. In his commentary on James 1, 26 to 27, our verses for today, Phil Moore says this: "People who truly surrender their lives to Jesus always catch something of his passionate love towards the poor." I'll read that again. People who truly surrender their lives to Jesus always catch something of his passionate love towards the poor. Throughout the book of James, we are being reminded to live out our faith and be doers and not merely hearers. When James challenges us to have a faith that is acceptable to the Father and both pure and spotless, he lays out very simply and directly how we are to do this. We need to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep ourselves from being polluted by the world. Again, Phil Moore says that pure and faultless religion always makes people lay down their lives for others as Jesus laid down his life for them. Why? Because God cares. I'm really good at letting myself off the hook, of justifying why I'm not doing certain things or making excuses for why I'm not loving certain people. Sometimes I say I'm too busy, or I have somewhere I need to be, or I don't know what to say, or I'll do it next time, or maybe if I'm being really honest, sometimes I just say, just so annoying. And so I find these verses super challenging because they're so direct and uncomplicated. I find it really hard to wiggle my way out of them or find a loophole that means I don't have to do what they say. My challenge for today is simply this: God cares, do I? Does my heart ache for the poor, the broken, for the widow and the orphan? Am I laying down my life for others? As someone reminded us recently through their Acts devotional a few months ago, when God says go, that doesn't always mean to the other side of the world. It could be to the other side of the road, the other side of the playgroup, the other side of the office, or maybe even just to the other side of the lounge. We can see through these verses in James that we don't get to let ourselves off the hook. We're all called to go, we're all called to love, and we're all called to be God's hands and feet. Why? Because God cares, and people won't know that He cares unless we go and show them through our actions. So how do we do this? I think the key is to be saturated with Jesus, so that His presence just oozes out of us, so that we ache for the things that make His heart ache, so that we love with the kind of love and compassion and grace that He first showed us, that we go because He went first. We're reminded in 1 Corinthians 13 that it's all about love. It says, "If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing." James is challenging us to have an authentic faith that is hallmarked by the love and kindness we show to others, especially those in need. And the person that motivates us and inspires us and gives us the ability to persevere with loving people is Jesus. When we love Jesus, His passionate love and compassion for others is contagious to us. He showed us such outrageous love. Let's make sure that we love people outrageously too. God bless you. Bye.